Hi there, I'm Sarah from the Book Sarahs, and this is my Book Talk newbie tag. So the first question is why I started this channel. I started this channel because I need more people to talk with about the books that I've read. Because in the circle of people around me, there are of course people that read, but not quite often the same books that I am reading. And I would like to converse about what I am reading. I would like to start a conversation on whether other people liked the books that I liked too, or if they didn't, and why not, and what particular scenes that they liked and everything. So I'm actually hoping for more comments on videos, just to get that conversation going. Also, I just want to talk about all the books that I read, to rant or to tell you how much I love them, just to get it out in the world, I think. And I would also just like to get my feelings about these books out into the world, because it might help someone else who is looking to pick up a book to choose something that would appeal to them. Now, the second question is what I could be bringing to BookTube that is original or fun, and I don't really know how to answer that one. I think this newbie tag has been around for quite a while, and in that while there have been a lot of booktubers with a lot of original ideas. So I'm not too sure. Sorry, that's my cat. She needs attention. But I do think that I am familiar with a wide variety of books. I have been reading the classics during my studies. I'm an English teacher in high school, so I also familiarize myself with the books that my students like to read, if they like to read. And I read a lot of books that are sort of in between those two sides, I'd say. And because I only read in English, I decided to do this channel in English too. So yeah, that's it. Question 3 is what I am most excited about with this new channel. I'm actually just looking forward to meeting people. I truly hope to meet people through this medium. Question 4 is why do you love reading? And I think I am definitely not the first one to tell you that it takes me out of my ordinary life. Not that it's a bad life in any kind of way, but I love the possibility of magic being there. I love getting to know characters, because in real life you get to know people, but you never get to know them as well as you get to know some characters, because with them you actually get to go into their heads and see all of their thoughts and their planning and things like that. And I do love that. And I also love that I can get immersed in a world or in things that are going on and live them as if I'm living them myself. If you are reading a really good book, that's just the best feeling. Question 5 is what book or series got you into reading? Now, I've always been reading. I grew up in a house where everyone read. My parents read and we read too. So I couldn't tell you which exact books would have been the first ones that got my attention. But some of the books that stand out during my childhood are definitely the Roald Dahl books, Matilda, the BFG, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The idea that you are an ordinary child and that something magical can happen to you, that really spoke to me. And those were the kind of stories that I preferred reading. 6, what question would you like to ask your favorite booktuber? My favorite booktubers are Lexi Nulinova, Plant-Based Bride, and The Book Leo. And I like all of them because they are honest in their reviews, and they also read a wide variety of books, not just romance or just horror, the whole scala of genres. And I guess the question that I would like to ask them is if they still enjoy reading as much as they did before they started being on BookTube, because it kind of takes something out of you if you feel like you have to read in order to put out content all the time. And if they have moments when reading feels more like a chore, how do you get through that phase? Question 7 is, what challenges do you think starting a BookTube channel will be the hardest to overcome? So far that has been editing, because I know nothing about editing. I had to figure out everything myself. I think the last lesson that I ever had that was anywhere near computer related was how to work with Word. And ever since then, I haven't really used anything else besides the programs that we need to know for school. But editing a video is something that I haven't learned ever. And I was not used to filming myself either. I do not have TikTok or a Snapchat. I'm not even used to taking photos of myself. And the editing definitely in the beginning was something else. I think in my first video I didn't even know that I had to hold the camera the long way, and I ended up with a video where you can see that my face is cut off all the time and you have black sides and things like that. So you learn, you live and you learn, and each video hopefully teaches you something new. But now I'm pretty sure that I will get into another trap, which is over editing. Because now each time that I am discovering something new or a new function, I think, wow, that's so amazing. I should totally do that. And I think you might see some videos that actually are clearly made by someone who doesn't know what she's doing and who's just having a bit of fun. So yeah, editing. Question 8 is, when did you start reading? As I said before, as soon as I could read, there were always books in my life. There were picture books when I was a child, and those just turned into books with words. And I only ever stopped reading during certain difficult parts of my life, but I have always picked it up again because it is a source of joy for me to read. Question 9 is, where do you read? I read on the couch in my living room. I read in bed before going to sleep. I have a tendency to take my book along with me, so I'll read whenever I can and feel like it. And if you are looking for the other interpretation, I do not own a Kindle or anything like that. I read on paper. I love reading on paper. It is what feels most comfortable to me. I have bought some audiobooks in the past, but I mostly enjoy audiobooks that I have previously read, because then I can listen to them more as a background noise while doing something else. Question 10, what kind of books do you like to read? As I said before, I like a lot of different books, but the genres that speak to me most are fantasy, crime, specifically detective novels or things with murders, I'd say, and historical fiction, although that one always kind of surprises me. I only ever pick up historical fiction if it is a book that has been recommended to me, and usually I end up loving it. And question 11 is, what does your book collection look like? I hope to be able to show you that in another video sometime. But as I said before, I have classics. I have some beautiful editions that were either gifted to me or I saved up for. Furthermore, I have a lot of paperbacks in different genres, as you can already tell. I also have a massive amount of books to be read. Each month I am putting out a video to show you what my possible to be read for that month would look like. Yeah, it's a lot. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in another video of mine soon. Bye!